Hello, hello. Okay. I never really know when the stream goes live, and the same when I finish the stream because it's delayed when I look at my YouTube channel, and I don't know if I'm not cutting off some of the words I'm saying at the end, so I'm just holding it a little bit longer. So yeah. Anyway, it's Friday. Thankfully, it's Friday. Um, it wasn't a great day, but it's $6 drawdown. I don't know. I'm positive today, and I'm positive, just feeling positive, and a little bit upbeat. It's my eighth day today, and even though I'm losing a little bit of money, I'm controlling my losses, as I said previously. I kind of um, see where things are going. I saw this like the morning was crazy, but I saw a couple of things over here, some flags. I made the notes. So actually, I don't know where to start, but basically, let's talk about this. I saw this flag, right? I was anticipating a breakup, but because it's time of day, it's 12:30. It's prone to failures. So I thought it might just flash over here, but it seems that like it's so important to redraw your lines as each candle is drawn because you have different setups and they keep changing. You have to be really quick to recognize what's going on. So eventually I drew these two lines and then there was this strong push. So yeah, there was a break and I thought, okay, I don't think it's gonna go too far. But this is a big mover. So even if you hear 1635, if you catch it to yeah, that's a good move, right? Um, it looks small over here, but it's actually quite a large one. So yeah, I could easily make some money on this one, but because of the time of day, you can't see it actually on the stream, but it's 12:32 in the US. I'm just pointing to it here, and I was thinking because of the time of day, I bet it's a breakup, like a breakout, just to draw some buyers so the others can sell it, and that was just right. Um, so I kind of had a good feel for this one because of some experience already in demo and whatnot, but still not able to get in the trades at the right time. Um, and not recognizing all the patterns. So let me show you what I've done on the bad one that I've done today. Let's see. This is what we have. So I saw this on FEDU. I saw this pattern. I thought it's bullish, and I thought it's gonna go. It might go up, but I wanted to enter quite early when it flashes a little bit, just at the bottom, because I looked at the pattern and it looked bullish to me. Let's see. So I enter here. I enter too early, and it goes on for a little bit. So I drew my lines, and I'm like, okay, I'm in, but I'm a bit early. And then I see quite a bit of selling on it actually, and it continued. Um, so I'm in for 100 shares. So it starts going out and thinking, yes, I nailed this one, right? I got it. I got it. This is a good one. It's now gonna just go straight up. But I see these, right? So it's really bad. So it sells off a little bit. Let me just keep moving it because it takes some time. I was in that trade for a little bit, and I was just thinking, like, I had so many thoughts, like, it's gonna go up, it's gonna go down. Look, you see this selling. Look how big orders, and because of the selling pressure, right? People were hitting the bid, but someone was buying it, and because the stock didn't flush too far down, so I thought, okay, it's still a valid trade. It holds this line, um, but let's see. So it went a little bit up, and then it sells off again. So someone is there's some kind of selling pressure, but I'm still hopeful it didn't cross the line, right? But it eventually, let me just tell you, it does. So it goes down, but then there's this my VWAP. It's holding that. So I'm holding it, and it's not moving that much. So I'm only $4, $5, whatever. Uh, So I'm thinking, okay, it's going back up. Maybe maybe I draw the support line incorrectly. But then seeing that it actually um, it respects that line. So I'm thinking, okay, so it might be actually now the resistance. But still a little bit hopeful, just wanting to see what's gonna happen. Okay, there was $10 drawdown, but I'm waiting for the wick. So like, okay, maybe they're accumulating, right? So I'm just holding it. As usual, the entry is not ideal. In demo, would have been just at the bottom, but in live, it's much harder. I think I should use instead of hotkeys, I should be using the buy button with the limit. So I should be always have my keys and my mouse on the price to adjust it quickly and quickly press the buy button. I'm thinking, because otherwise, I'm losing some money on how I get filled, and the way like even the display, like it seems like it's kind of slower, the live account. The spreads seem much to be bigger than the fills feel worse as well. So all of that is just adding to the difficulty of trading live. um, so it kind of holds this, then it breaks a tiny bit, but then it sells off again. And look at this. So there's one thing I want to show you. Okay, so look at this. So I decide about here, seeing all this selling pressure. I thought it's not gonna take long, right? I might miss it, might go up, but it's just taking too long, and it's respecting that resistance now. Um, so I'm just looking back, and it's still selling. It's still selling. I closed it for $6 loss, and yeah, look at this. It just breaks down. So that was the perfect. So I have to be happy with myself how uh, kind of disciplined I am, right? It's not ideal, but come on, I'm only learning. I'm only learning. Uh, and it's, yeah, one of the most difficult jobs, right? Like to learn to trade. Um, so I'm glad I got out. You see, so just preserving my capital, just taking small losses. I get it wrong, but with each and every one of them, because I actually put my money into these trades. I think that the learning is that much greater. It's like because the feeling is different. So I think I'm gaining some very good experience here. So it costs me money, but that's what it is, right? We learn it the hard way. So yeah, it sold off. So I'm glad I got out and I tried. So what's the difference? And let me show you what I'm doing now. If I find it, here it is. So that was failed breakouts. Is it? No, that's so I'm making notes over here basically, right? So what I was aiming for, I think ascending flag, exactly. So I thought maybe this is the shape because I have quite a few notes of those of the breakouts. So I'm following my notes and trying to capture the ones that look similar, the same. And on this one, let me just see. Bad trade log. Where did I put it? No, I think it's right here. That's the one. Then goes more like the short flag pattern. So usually they go more upwards. And usually also I should wait for the higher lows. So if it goes like this, then it builds this higher low and it should be even higher over here. And I just thought it should be going all the way down. Um, so I was trying to get in early due to the W shape because there's like usually W, and it's like a ball. Usually those setups that usually work long. The stock doesn't build over highs like in other setups for going long. So yeah, I made my notes here. On even though I do limit orders, it seems I'm adding liquidity less and less, and it's almost everything is removing liquidity. I don't understand why in the first 2 3 days I was adding liquidity more often than removing it, but now it seems that I'm only removing liquidity with using the same hotkeys that I used before, so it's kind of annoying because it adds to my costs. So you see this pattern here. So this is this W that I'm looking for, and then it should build higher lows. That's the better one, and there's quite high volume on the red candle here, and I shouldn't have really entered this one. I have to get my more notes there. So let me just go here. So look at this. Well, actually, this one doesn't do that either, right? It tests the bottom, but then that's what I was looking for that wick up, but it didn't happen. So I should have been selling it. Obviously, not all the setups will work. It's just how trading works. But you see over here, this is a good one, and it's actually more bullish. Like it's going the higher, whatever, higher highs and higher lows, and you see how it curls. Like it really, there's like another almost line over here. This is how bullish it is, and then once it breaks that resistance, it doesn't look back. Is it the next one? Yeah. So that W here, right? Higher lows, and then a break, a retest, and move up. So standing flag. Right. So these are the setups. So I'm trying to whenever I see one setup, I'm putting it in my OneNote book. So also, what I've decided to do is because when we look at charts, right? When we look at charts, we not everywhere we have our support and resistance lines, right? So I'm trying now to put my screenshots for the trades with the potential, like this one, right? Waffle. I recognize this setup. Obviously didn't take it. I think due to the time of day, whatever it's written here. But let me see. Does it show how it moved? It was just that. So it broke over here. So if you see something like this only, right? These waves, are you going to be able to recognize the setup? And that's the key, I think. So I'm trying to not to put the lines in the first screenshot. So let me see. Is it going to be here? There's one with the thingy, but over here no. So I'm just trying to get it lower. So is that a setup? And basically it is, right? And let me show it to you on Waffle. Look at this. So I should be able to recognize it in a split of second. Rather than drawing and putting screenshots with all the lines on it, I want to put the screenshots without the lines on it. I want to see that kind of drawing. I think I will print it and put it on the wall. So when I see this, I want to be able to recognize it straight away. And without actually spending time drawing lines, I'm gonna know where to enter. I mean, that's the plan at least. So look at this one. I'll show you where it was. It's not easy to recognize, to see straight away, especially like with this, right? Let me just zoom out. Here it is. That's the one. Are you gonna? Would you be able to set it to see it? Here it is. No, I can do it from here. Around here. That's the setup. I don't want to draw the lines later on. Once I really know these setups, I should just be able to see it, recognize it. So what am I looking here? There was quite a high volume on the accumulation here. The candles are getting tighter and tighter. Look up to until this point, right? Like look at this. Look at the volume on this one. It usually happens before a bigger move, and obviously this is higher low, but this one is kind of different than than that descending flag pattern that I'm looking at as well. So it tests that all the green candles, and it tests the resistance at the top, right? Tight, boom. So I think, yeah, just around this area, if I have confidence in it, look at how many green candles there are. It's very tight. My risk can be not too far away, although this stock moves quite a lot, so I would have to put a bigger stop on this one. But look at this, right? It just goes higher. This is a tricky one actually because I could already have sold, like if I manage to get it like somewhere here, right? 1373, 1430. Yeah, look at this. So that's a really good trade, even if I close it. Very often when they break out, they don't necessarily go this low and they just continue. So I can sell half and hold the other one. So look, it went, look how much, to 1688. Obviously, it made some crazy moves after open. I was like looking at the market today and thinking, geez, is this Friday? What's going on? Look how yeah, it's too risky for me because it went up, it went then after resumption, it just flushed down. So I wouldn't know how to trade this. I would be just too scared. Um, but yeah, just recognizing these. But look, this is one pattern, right? But look what happens if I do this. I don't know. Maybe this all might be just crap, but this is what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm trying to learn and trade. So you had that one setup, and look at this one. What I would take it from, like around here, right? You see these wicks? That was a test, so it was trying to break out, but it wasn't ready. The setup wasn't ready. So outside it's a accumulation. Look, the volume is increasing. Sometimes it is actually decreasing, but not in the setup, in the descending pattern. It's a good thing that when it's decreasing, there's like a compression. But look at how tight it is on this candle, right? So it's set up like almost within another setup. So look how tight it is. Boom. And I guess on the break of this 15, I guess would be the trade. Like, right? So a dollar, almost a dollar, right? Like for 15, 16. Jesus, that's a lot. And obviously, because of the time of day, I would take my profits quite quickly because I had it at the back of my head and from experience, um, from my past experiences, that it may sell off, and that was a hard sell off, right? So this is it. That's what I've done today. $6 loss. I don't have that much FOMO. I'm kind of getting used to having those trades and accept the fact that these are I'm trading real money now. So I guess it takes time to get used to it and not trading as much because I want to preserve my capital. So let's see, what else have we got here? So my spreadsheet, I'm gonna put -6. It's tiny, obviously. What's going on? Why no? I just don't know how to use Excel. Why it's not? What is it doing? Hold on, because I think my numlock wasn't switched on. But I always kind of struggle with putting numbers in here. So just that. I'm glad. You see, it could have been much worse. So holding and hoping, not a good idea. Averaging down also, because if I average down, my loss would be bigger. So 2 trades, so 8. So at the moment it seems like minus blah, minus 108. So it doesn't look great. Look at this. That's the reality, guys. Like this is the reality. This is the live account trading. So I hope you'll learn something from this and see what you can expect when you go to live trading, even after trading in demo account. Obviously, it could be different, and everyone's different, and it depends when you start trading in the live account, whether the market is favorable to the style of trading you're practicing. But I'm showing you my experience as I go along. I'm not some guy who who made a lot of money in the market. I'm just showing you how it is really for a guy like me and probably like you who's starting out. So my expectations from them were quite high, and this is the reality. So and still, I think I'm doing pretty good job of protecting myself from the drawdowns. Let's see what else I was going to show you. There was this thing. So that's my account. That's basically I wanted to show you the screenshot of this. I just copied it from my from the broker, from the Lightspeed website. So it's showing me year to date negative $100, and that's how much money I put in, cash in or out, whatever, $30,000, and so far I lost 100. I don't know if they're gonna charge me at the end of the month for proportion for the portion of this month, since my account was open for only short time. There's like over $100 for using the platform, the charge. So that will add to my costs, right? To my drawdown, because you have to pay that. And there's another thing to note. They so whatever if the charge, let's say, is £120 for the platform, they reduce the monthly charge by the amount of my commissions by the broker. So it should be whatever, I don't know how much in fees I'm going to pay this month, right? So whatever the charges are. These commissions are including routing fees. So, and that's $64 so far. So if half of that, right, it'll be $30 less. So we'll see at the end how it looks after a full month, and whether I'm gonna trade more or less. We'll see. But at the moment, I'm just trading tiny little bit, just buying myself time to learn, get used to it, and not throwing money after money right into the market and losing it all, and then realizing, oh, okay, I could have done this different, and I could have done this better, or that. So yeah, it was a crazy day today. Lots of halts, up and down, and I think Cleo had some Viac, Disca. I mean, yeah, it was a crazy opening. I didn't expect it to be this violent, but I didn't trade it, and I think it's for the better, because it's really hard to trade this kind of moves. So yeah, another day, another lesson, and it's a process. It's a long process. I'm trying to stay patient and hope I'll learn before my account becomes completely empty. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll be back at it on Monday. Have a great weekend, and I'll be back at it next week. Thanks. Bye.